another one sold. People like it when I do that. Yes, this is going out. But you want to play a lot more of these? Well, guess what? Bob Burke is going to have the first annual Arcade Video and Game Room Expo. August 25th to 27th, 2016. Because I realize this video will be up for more years to come. So this will be the first annual, but maybe if you watch the video in 2017, it'll be the second annual. You'll be able to play lots of classic arcade video games. There's going to be tournaments. They're going to have Walter Day there, Billy Mitchell, Richie Knuckles, Eugene Jarvis, the man that designed so many classic, wonderful games. I won't be there. I should be.
I might go.
I'll be at Disney World. So I won't be there, but you can be there. All you need to do is to look at that website. You can find out all about the show. So, I know you're watching Where's Medieval Madness? It's coming, but you're first going to have to sit through a few minutes of this. Keep watching. Here's Mark's 3 games going out. Got the 2 minis, 1 pallet. And there's the Star Wars, the Return of the Jedi, and then the Twin Eagle. Now this is the Pirates. That's going another place. We put these shockproof things on them now. They seem to travel fine. Mark's got everything he's gotten. He only had 1 piece damage, minor damage so far. We're loaded with new games. So, the aisles are crammed again. Just finishing up another Ski Bowl Extreme. Frank, we're selling a lot of these. We're just wiring in the free play button. My Walt is doing that now. And this is before we go out for Pizza, right?
If we ever get there.
Now, earlier today, we had a visitor. I did a trade. I do trades sometimes. But, matter of fact, I'm still waiting for somebody to buy that Atari tournament table. I'm willing to trade. It's under the pile of boxes, Frank. What's it got, 12 different games in it?
A whole 12?
Black and white, but 1 to 4 players.
Black and white?
Black
2
and
color?
white. 2 different colors on the screen. Come on, let's trade for that Atari tournament football, or tournament table. 1978.
I'll haul it out of here if you give me $5,000. Take it off your hands, you can trade that.
Tell you what, let's go to the footage from Ron, filmed earlier today.
Thought he'd be so much better.
What do you got in here? Look what he got from me. My beautiful Take 5.
Allied seizure. Leisure.
Seizure. And when this company made this, they thought they were going to... What did they think?
Rule the world.
Well, we made a cash and trade. And that's what we got right there. It's officially Missile Command.
Yeah, missile.
Ron, if you want, we just had a cookout. But Ron, if you want, you can take a Black Beauty shuffle. It actually worked, but it's worth more in parts. See, the Black Beauty by Stern used all the Stern circuit boards and the displays. 7 great displays, logic board, sound board, power supply driver. We need a coin door. And we needed the field. And that'll all go to fix other games. Black Beauty is just not dependable to sell to a homeowner. It would be on the phone screaming at me, Ron.
Everyone screams at you.
Now, I understand you're on your way to Joe Sabo's?
Yes, I'm on my way to Joe's.
Remember Joe?
Yeah,
What are you working on it for him?
Fixed Centipede and a
Carnival. Well, we actually call that Carnival.
Carnival. Well, especially since Rio's coming up soon.
Yes. Look, a bunch of stuff for the recycler.
Recycling is good.
Yeah. We'll hope he picks it up. I guess he will. God, it looks like it's going to pour, though, doesn't it?
Yep.
You think my Missile Command will get wet?
Yes.
Little rain won't hurt
yours
anything.
Now. I don't have to worry about it.
Frank, we have to film. Oh, wait a minute. People are screaming.
I know, everyone's running around. It must be me.
Ron, it must be.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like a stench.
Yeah, it's you. Maybe you should bath more than once a year.
Tough room.
Look, my arm's not filming anymore.
I'm surprised there's no food in it.
Ooh.
Well, we just had
That's where
barbecue.
that's where the food is. Right
Wait a
there.
minute, tonight's pizza slut.
That's
Still
right,
thinking about
Friday.
food.
See?
Yeah, the Pizza Hut by us closed down.
Oh, bankrupt.
Either that or it's Tomaine. One of either one.
Ooh, that's just nasty, man. Well, another deal.
Yep.
Do
another
we
good
trade?
deal.
We trade. So he goes home with cash in his pocket, and I get rid of table of 5. Take 5.
Take 5.
I wanted to play that.
How long did we have that? A week? We had it about a week.
Yeah,
Somebody
give or
traded
take.
it
Love the
in.
picture with the butterfly collar. It's awesome.
It's good.
Yeah.
They don't make games like that anymore.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Take it easy, Ron.
Take care.
Let's go back in.
Eat more donuts.
Yeah. And this was our reward. There's only a few left.
I'm surprised you left them there. You ate the whole other box.
But you've been waiting to see Medieval Madness. Now, being that we think we're going to be selling a lot of these, we are going to go over the system, since a lot of you already know how Medieval Madness plays, to show you this new Reef Probe that has now been released. You can see in the corner here, Medieval Madness, copyright 97, 2013, from Williams. All done under license from
Oh, but they
Williams.
left the Williams name off of it.
Uh,
I guess we couldn't go that far.
but it's licensed from Williams.
Who cares?
Well, I do. They did a beautiful job on this. It's really nice. The playfield looks identical, but notice what's different. It is nice and bright. Bright because it's all lit by faceted LEDs. Look at these LED lights here. Now, I guess they use them because it mostly, I guess, resembles the original coloring of the playfield. I personally would have jazzed this up a bit, and I'll bet you a whole bunch of people will be jazzing theirs up, lighting the castle more excitingly. But right out of the box, this is a beauty, and this is the regular edition. So I should point that out. Look, Frank, dot matrix display. Actually, it's not. It's a laptop monitor computer. That's what they use, and it is set to play on green. So hopefully one day there'll be color programming for that. But let's go over this gorgeous machine, manufactured in Chicago by Chicago Gaming, my friends at Chicago. Hi, Doug and Sandy. Hello. They are making it. Now let's look inside. The back of this machine is full of circuit boards, isn't it, Frank? It's full of. Oh. There's just one. Look at the difference in the size of these boards. On the left, the original, and on the right, the new board. It's a little fella.
Box?
Yep. It's a little one. Now, that's the
He's
TV
saying that a lot,
control.
don't you?
That's the monitor control. Well, I'm going to tell you, out of the box, this is our first one. We did have some problems. We think that something pushed against the board because this battery holder was loose. So that's been fixed. And the cable was broken here, this little cable. So this is a brand new cable, and it's fixed in a different spot, and it's nice and sturdy. It will not move. The board is now perfect. So we have no more problems. It's just a little issue. Now, the little board, this runs everything in the game. And then it goes down by courtesy of this cable here, this Ethernet cable, to some subboards I'm going to show you. But the amplifier's here, right here.
Right there?
Oh! Stereo amp. I guess it could be stereo, but we have 2 speakers. I think it was always mono, wasn't it, Frank? The DCS sound system. That's the plug for the speakers, but there are separate plugs in there. And of course it would have been program mono anyway. And then our power cables and everything. There's nothing else here, but you know what? Just to show you, we're going to show you Dan in here anyway. We have 2 speakers from the Heart of Red China, made by the Challenge Corporation. And here is the display with your monitor, typical monitor cable, and then all this nonsense powers the display panel. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? I have one major complaint. The cable, they could have been a little more generous in how much wire they have going there. Just a little more generous, please. We have a knocker coil there. This is all stuff that can be fixed in the next model, by the way. Goes together nice and neat, Frank. Nice and neat. Look how bright that start button is flashing. Bright. Let us see what's inside. Same sounds. Oh, yes, we have our wonderful same system of sliding the board forward. I love that, Frank. I really do. And do the balls all come tumbling out? Just yes, they do. I wish they put that flap on. You know, Star Wars, the Pinball 2000 had a flap to catch the balls so they wouldn't be flopping all over the place. Well, we have our Williams flipper coils, the 2.9 coils is standard. Okay, that looks all factory, and so does this, and so does, in fact, our optic boards. Now, of course, the big difference is these three identical boards that interface with the one board up top. These are critical, of course, because these fire all the coils, all these different, and then, of course, they're all nicely fused. I'm hoping they'll be changeable. Looks like the transistors are pop riveted in rather than screwed in. So I guess when we'll need to change those things, Frank, we're going to have to drill them out.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, more than likely, these are actually powering just the coils, because I noticed on this larger board, Frank, this is the Vacation America board. No, it's not. Just kidding. It does look like it, though. They had the one board on it, yes, for the lamps, probably the lamps. And these surface mount chips run, of course, there's no serviceable light bulbs anywhere on the game. All the LEDs are soldered directly in. And they all worked right out of the box, so we're hoping that they are dependable, because it will be difficult to change them, won't it, Frank? Down the road.
Maintenance was definitely not in mind.
Yes, there is no real maintenance other than changing switches. Just like in the Vacation America, they use the two screws here, switches slide out and they plug in. See? Good. So that'll be a nice, easy system. There is that Ethernet cable that plugs in here. And then obviously from here, it must divvy itself out to the rest of the boards. Yeah, I don't see any more of those cables here. So, you know, I'm looking to see. Yep, so it looks like you probably could stock in your toolbox the logic board, this style board here, and then also the one that has the plug connection for the Ethernet. So that it looks like there's a total of 3 different boards, or 2 different boards, in addition to the larger boards. Boy, that would be fun to take off. All those screws. I can see people will leave half of them out. Actually, they won't, because you can't change the bulbs. I remember in the other machines, you know, you'd have drop targets. I remember when drop targets were breaking, Stan Harris, serviceman, would tell us that rather than put all the screws back in the drop target bank, because they played it so heavily, like jacks to open, they would just leave 3 or 4 screws in so they could pop it open real quick, change the target, put it back together. So in this case, that probably won't happen in a private home. I would think most of these will be home operated. Am I wandering, Frank? I know, I am. Well, let's look and see. Mechanisms look very similar to the original machine specs. I'm sure that they ordered the parts from the same. There's our trolls. They look nice and clean. Doesn't it look nice when stuff is brand new? Wow. Now the goodie box, I didn't look in here yet. We have the new balls. Everything's nicely sealed. We put in play balls in this machine. So we keep the new balls and sealed. And of course, we're going to leave the manual stapled to the side. Oh, the big change. Look what's missing on the bottom, Frank. It should be right here. Ah, yes, the transformer. Did you like that effect where I put the one in? No, you didn't like that, did you? Yeah, I put the, well, you know, you gotta have a transformer in it. Now, no transformer needed. It's using a switching power supply. And very cleverly, they've covered it so the terminals, nothing will drop on that. Oops, yes. Standard switching power supply, wow. That really helps out because you don't have any funky voltages anymore. I guess the rest of it can be made on this power supply here. Any extra unusual things, all covered nice and neat, so you can look inside. And of course it's using my hated little crapo fuses. God, I hate those things. I mean, it's hard enough to look at the bigger fuse, let alone look at one of them. Anyway, I'd say it's a wonderful, masterful first effort. And once again, just like everybody, as you make machines, you figure new, improved ways of wiring and changes to make things even better. Frank, I can't, it just looks absolutely identical on the top. So, God, I wonder if it plays the same, Frank. Let's load a ball.
Welcome to my empire!
He laughed at me. Look, I bombed the castle. I always like that loop shot on this, Frank. Just like an Attack from Mars, that wonderful loop. Look, I lit the trolls.
I am Frostlight to Grim, and I will get medieval on your
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Here we go, Frank. Can I do it? I can see us lighting those trolls in a later time. Putting an LED on them from underneath. Bang, down. Beautiful, isn't it? I mean, it's so nice to play this game when everything is fresh and new. No need for refurbishing when they're this beautiful. They're all waiting for me to get in there. I had to do that. Nah, I went in. There goes the old castle. Isn't that nice, Frank?
I'm Lord Howard.
In the mood. Beautiful. Anything else to point out, Frank? Well, we'll finish this ball up. I'm not hitting anything. Wasn't hitting anything, Frank. This is the first time I played the game. Ages. Very nice. Nice, beautiful little light show there. Good, solid, strong game. Frank, do you think if I were to bring that troll up there, Frank, look at that troll. Do you think my face would look good over that troll? Frank! What do I look like?
You look like nobody's gonna buy the game if your face is on there.
Oh, you can't say that.
The troll's a hot blonde compared to you.
Another tacky green screen. I know. I guess he's been waiting for this. I hope I can get more of these in. We were lucky to get this one. But do you want one now? You can actually buy a brand new one of these cheaper than one of the original Williams ones. And it has that wonderful new game smell, Frank. Anyway, folks, I'm glad you joined us for a first look into this one. We will do a more expansive Medieval Madness video on the next one we get it, I guess, because people say you haven't done one yet. But now, it's time to go. Good night.